Welcome to Denton Outdoors. I'm at Hot Springs National Park in Arkansas. I'm going to be running the Sunset Trail. It's one big loop, 13 miles, probably somewhere around 2,500 feet of elevation. I've got 2 liters of water with me. Should be a good adventure. Started out with a pretty big climb right away, but it's kind of evened out now. I started in the Gulf Gorge campground and going counterclockwise. Just did a bit of a road crossing, and I think based on this map, I think I need to run on this road for a little bit. I actually didn't do a whole lot of research on this trail, so I'm going to be kind of winging it and figuring it out as we go. Just as I was saying that, I found where the trail kind of goes down. It's right next to the road though. Off the road, and now we start climbing the mountain ridge, and a huge majority of this trail is on the kind of north mountain ridge of the national park. And one of my big concerns was spider webs. I was really hoping that there wouldn't be any, and there really haven't been, so feeling really good about that. I was worried there'd be so many spider webs it would kind of ruin the whole thing, but couple miles in, and all seems to be going well. Been working our way up, and this next part looks really steep. Just made it up to the ridge, pretty much a straight mile, all going up. That'll probably be the hardest climb I have for the day. Behind me is kind of another trail that shoots off on the ridge going the other way. I think it's called the Forties Peaks Trail, something like that. I don't think I'm gonna go that way. I think I'm just gonna stick to the Sunset Trail. I thought about maybe seeing if there's anything that way, but I'm just gonna keep going on Sunset Trail for now. Well, I kind of lied. I started to feel a little bit of FOMO, and I looked at the map and saw that the first peak on this Forties Trail is like a quarter mile in, so I figured I would just go see if there's any views. Not really much though, so adding on about a half mile just cause. That's okay though. Back on the Sunset Trail after that little detour. These Watchtown mountain ridges are really neat. You can get little glimpses off into the distance, and in person they're really, really cool. They don't show up on camera at all though, so hopefully there'll be some good viewpoints that I can get. But in the meantime, while I'm on this ridge, this thing goes for quite a ways. I'm just gonna try to keep a really steady pace. This ridge has been really nice. A lot of easy running, but I just did a really big climb again, and now it looks like I'm gonna be going back down. So probably have another climb in just a little bit. Climbed up the power lines a little ways to see off to the other side. Decent view. This is the kind of tower that Hot Springs is kind of known for, I think. A lot of people go up in that and get good views. Starting another really big climb. These climbs in the Ouachitas are no joke. They're all just straight up and tons of rocks. That climb was tough. The steepest so far, and the rocks were like the size of like golf balls and baseballs, so it made it so hard to find a good place to put my foot. But we're on some really nice trail again. Hopefully the next mile is pretty quick. getting little bitty glimpses of some of the good mountain views. Made it to the little side trail for Balanced Rock. Definitely gonna take this little 0.2 mile trail up to see what this is. 100% worth the little detour. These are the really great Watchtower mountain views that I love. Well, I've caught my breath for a bit, switched out to my other 2 water bottles. I think I'm about halfway done. I'm pretty sure I gotta go down and then climb this mountain. So the next mile might be kind of difficult, but I'm gonna soak in the view just for a little bit more and then keep on moving. Back on the Sunset Trail. That detour was definitely worth it, but I'm starting to descend, which makes me think I was right. We're gonna go down and then climb that other mountain. So we'll see how this goes. Just finished another brutal climb. Man, these things have got to be like 20% grade, maybe even 25 or 30 in spots. And still just tons of big rocks. Oh, it's kind of kicking my butt, but it's gonna definitely make me stronger and ready for a Silver Rush 50 mile in a few weeks. I just came down a huge amount, maybe like 500 feet. I was flying down it too. Probably gonna feel that tomorrow. Give my knees and quads a good workout. But now I've got to go back up it all, I think. So I'm gonna try my best to run it nice and slow. Started here and we've gone all the way around. We're right here right now. So we gotta come around here, finish up, get back over to here. So I'm over halfway, but I have a feeling this next climb will kind of stink. I'm pretty sure this next climb goes to the high point of the trail. So I anticipate it being another steep, rocky climb. Well, that was very steep and very hard, but the Park Service put gravel on this trail. That made it way easier than all the other climbs I've done. So that was nice, and not sure if we're quite all the way to the top, but got a pretty good view right here. Just got a glimpse of the high point, and we still do have a bit more climbing to go. I'm hoping there's a viewpoint from up here, but I'm not sure that there will be. This mountain is no joke. We're pretty far up here. I think I made it to the top. Looks like I'm gonna start going back down. No real great viewpoint other than that one. Oh man, I look tired and I feel tired. This is tough. Yeah, I think there should be maybe a couple more tough climbs, but man, I'm soaking wet with sweat, and I'm gonna be excited to drink a whole lot of water when I get back to the car. Just hit 10 miles. The last few miles, didn't film any yet. All the trails pretty much the same, just up and down every now and again. Not really any views or anything. And I was just trying to run quick and get some miles in. I'm getting pretty close to the kind of the main part of the park, where the trail will split off into a bunch of different trails, and I'll have some different decisions to make. But for now, I'm gonna put the phone back up and try to finish this section out pretty quick. All right, I'm to the junction where I got some decisions to make. I think what I'm gonna do is take the south side of the mountaintop trail, or the West Mountain Trail, to I think what's called Oak Trail. And then that'll take me down into town. Once I get into town, then I think I'll get on the Hot Springs Mountain Trail, which will take me up to Goat Rock. And then from there, I can get back to the campsite. So there's a bunch of different options when you get to here. to take kind of as the sunset trail in this main part of the park. So let's keep on running. Just got to the junction for the Oak Trail, and now I'm on the Oak Trail. There was no sign for it, which was kind of weird, but looked on all trails and figured it out. So we'll take this on down to the road and kind of the main part of the park. Just about down to Hot Springs. I can see buildings, and I can smell pizza, and I wish I could go get some and eat it, but I gotta keep moving. So I'll get down here, across the road, and then try to find the Hot Springs Mountain Trail. Oh yeah, I'm definitely dehydrated too. Tried to go pee back there on the trail, and my pee is really yellow. I figured I probably would be. This is probably the most I've ever sweat running. It's very humid out here. My pants and shirt are just absolutely soaked. I still got some water left and I'll be fine, but definitely gonna be drinking a lot of water when I get back to the car. I've seen 4 people in like the last 11 miles, and I get into Hot Springs and there's just so many people. Feels kind of weird. All right, kind of leaving town. I think I'm on the right trail to get me over to the Hot Springs Mountain Trail, but we'll see. Made it to the Hot Springs Mountain Trail. Kind of on the last stretch here. This takes me over to Goat Rock Overlook, and I just ran into the coolest lady. She's probably in her 50s if I had to guess, but she was doing hill sprints, and we were talking. We had the same vest, and she's training for OCC, which is crazy. That's awesome over in Europe. So really neat, you know, running into people like that. All right, we're on the Gulf Gorge Trail, which means we're pretty close to being done. The trail to Goat Rock is about halfway down this. This trail goes all straight down to the campground, and once I get to the Goat Rock Trail, I'll cut across, see Goat Rock real quick to end this long run. All right, we're on the Goat Rock Trail, 0.2 miles to get to it. Gotta go up some stairs to get up to the rock. Balanced rock was better, but really the only reason I say that is because I had it all to myself. There were a couple families up there at Goat Rock, which I figured so because this is kind of in the main part of the park. Now it's all back downhill to the campground. Just finished my run, got about 14.5 miles in. That was a really great run, a lot of fun, some really neat views, and a lot of forest and solitude. I like how I did it, starting in the campground and then going counterclockwise, because then I don't see anybody. It's just really peaceful the whole time until the very end when you get to the main part of the park. Yeah, ran out of water. I'm gonna drink a lot of water right now. Hopefully you enjoyed the run just as much as I did. Definitely gonna feel it tomorrow and be sore, but that's okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure.